All right, guys, I am going to show you the new National Card Show interactive map. This is new this year. Ludex helped them develop it, and it's actually pretty cool. And I'm actually going to take you through some of the different areas and give you a strategy for each one. So here is the high level. This is the first floor here. So obviously you have all of these tables in blue. You can look them up on the left side. There's a nice directory here. So it's obviously alphabetical and numerical. So you can punch in a certain, 118 sports cards, boom, it comes up, tells you where they are, and then there you go. Right on the map, you can find them, which is pretty cool. You can actually click on these and, like Houston Sports Connections right there, and Jacksonville Sports Cards is right there, and so on, which is pretty awesome. Then you get to this big area where you have a lot of the sponsors setting up, right? So you've got Heritage, eBay, Leaf, Golden, yada, yada, yada. This is, it's obviously that cool area where you get to experience different things. I'm sure Fanatics and Topps will have like an athlete there, and it'll be sort of a big spectacle. Golden, you probably get to see Ken Golden there, and Panini, and just some of the bigger companies. So that's in this section here. You can also see, there's a packing and shipping area on top, which is super handy. PSA has a massive area here over to the right, and this is, if you go downstairs, you have the Ludex Lounge. So all you got to do is grab this like this, and you can go to the next area we'll take a look at here. There's obviously restaurants, and we've got a similar thing, right? You can click on the different tables and find out who's at them, which is pretty cool. And then you've got that section here where you've got Beckett. Obviously, they'll take submissions. I know PSA is doing that as well. They'll actually grade and slab them on site, which is awesome. And this is the autograph pavilion, which is super important. Obviously, they've got like a couple hundred players signing, so it's always bumping over there. This is the case break area, and I actually heard from Kayla Collects that you are not allowed to sell singles here. I don't know why, but that's what I heard. So don't sell singles in this area. I am such a rule breaker that, if she didn't tell me, I would have totally screwed it up. So that's this area. And then, you've got some of the stuff here. So I'll actually take a minute and kind of tell you where you should put your time, I think, according to this map. But it should help you get around. So TriStar, this is obvious, right? Like, if you want to get a player's autograph, you head over here. Check the times ahead of time, and see what the lines are like, and decide if you're also going to grade it on site. I think that's also important, because the less travel involved with an autographed card, I think that's a good thing, right? So that's a great place. Case break area, that's pretty self-explanatory. Then we get into some of this stuff here. So CGC cards, that's interesting to me. We had JSA on that was bought by CGC. And I wonder if they're going to actually slab autographed cards by the National. I'll have to ask them, but that's something to consider. If you're at the autographed pavilion, now you have 3 choices to slab an autographed card. You've got Beckett, you've got PSA. SGC doesn't do them unless they're pulled out of the pack. And now you potentially have CGC, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if they'll have that by the National. Also over here, you'll have Sports Card Investor, ComC. So there's gonna be a lot of companies here, willing to consign things. ComC is a big one. So if you've got like a pile of stuff that you wanna sell, bring it over, consign it with them, and that's great. VFriends, we all love VFriends. This tells you that Gary Vee is going to be there. So if you need that picture with him for your profile on LinkedIn or social media to look cool, then you get in line, wait, and get a selfie with Gary Vee over here. Robert Edward Auctions, that's another auction house. Again, it's similar to consigning, but I think of consigning as maybe a bit lower end. You've got a pile of things worth under 20 grand, where Robert Edward Auctions, you've got like a $250,000 bat or Type 1 photo or something like that. It's pretty cool that tag grading is here, because I know that they use a lot of different technology in their slabs, so I'm sure they'll be showcasing some of that. I don't know if they're taking submissions. We'll have to hit them up. BCW is always great for supplies, and Beckett, you can submit there. I believe they're grading and slabbing on site as well. So you kind of got like, this area is going to get a lot of action. Whoever has these tables, especially like this one right next to Gary Vee, buynicecards.com. you're set, man. You're gonna have so many people just staring at you while they wait for Gary Vee. It's like the best possible place you could have chosen. So well done there. Again, I'm just gonna go back up here. This is kind of the main area with all these booths. So eBay's there, Heritage Auctions, similar situation, right? You've got an awesome card or something that you want to auction, then boom, you bring it over there and you can sign with them. Same thing with Golden. They just came out with season 2 of the collectible show on Netflix, and I'm sure Ken will be there kind of lurking around, looking at different things and taking photos. So again, if you want a photo with him, that's where he's going to be. And again, if you're in Hollywood Collectibles in this booth, they're no dummies. They are right next to it. They actually got 2 booths over there. I've actually heard of them, so they've got multiple tables. They're pretty big. Upper Decks there, be pretty cool. Blowout cards, I know we don't know the forums there. Steel City, massive collectible online shop. I've bought some cases off of them. Dave and Adams, same things. Dave and Adams is great. They're the ones that put out those like $300,000 bounties on one-of-one superfractors and stuff like that. Panini is going to be interesting. It's like they're almost like the lame duck president, you know. It's like, what are they offering? But I think this might be where you get the silver packs and those kind of like special packs for the National if you buy a certain amount of stuff at their booth. So definitely check that out. Again, the Ludex Lounge is downstairs. That's the VIP lounge. But this hopefully gives you the lay of the land. I'll put the link to the map in the description of this video. But I would navigate here and just look up who you want to hit. And if you, again, you could do it alphabetically over here. Like you could put, you know, whoever you want to see, you know, maybe there's a shop in Ohio that you've done business before with, and you could just scroll. I'll give you a little, one more tip before we drop off. When I was looking for some very difficult cards, I actually looked at the old PDF version of this for the National, and I would get a full list of like every company that was at the National, every card shop, whatever, and I hit them up hard trying to find the cards I needed. So if you're trying to find some super rare stuff, this is actually a valuable database. This is kind of like the who's who in sports cards, and it's right here, and you know exactly where they are. Even if you're not going, you can just look at this and go to their Facebook page and reach out. So another valuable tool. So pretty cool map. Again, you can zoom in, grab around. It's got the legend over here, stairs, bathroom, concessions, first aid, in case you're running after a card and trip and you know, hurt yourself, or if your 9-year-old son is outpacing you and you're exhausted by the 3rd day, you've got a first aid booth there. So very cool. I'm excited. Sports Card Madness will be there. We'll most likely be setting up in the VIP lounge with Ludex. And, you know, we hope to meet as many of you as possible, maybe do like an informal meetup or something like that. So if you have any questions for this, drop them in the comments, and I can ask the developer of this map to, you know, answer on any of them, or I can ask Ray Schulte, who's been on our pod, to answer any of them as well. But hopefully this is helpful. Thanks, everyone.